About that sport sometimes. I'll tell you about that sport. That was a prime sport. Becoming Papii. Becoming Papii. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us. Welcome to the podcast today. We are here in this fantastic, beautiful atmosphere whereby we want to just sit down and talk and decipher our puppy. You know, I always call myself Puppy, but I had a puppy. His name was David Kahindi Kuria. He left this earth sometimes back 10 years ago in June 2nd, 2016. And June being Mental Health Awareness Month, we decided just to delve deep into the life of this man. So he was an amazing person. He was he was a good man. And today I'm joined here by my brother, Peter, of which we will just try to give some good time, some good memories, because this is about memory. He's no longer in this world, but his memories shall forever live with us. So for me, I was the firstborn, and so so I think I have the most memories, but we share. My earlier, so first of all, greet the people here. Tell them.
Hello everyone, my name is Peter Kahindi Gatuna. Papi here is my brother, my big brother, and we are here also to discuss about our late Papi, Bwana David Kahindi Kuria.
Awesome. Thank you, Peter. Thank you also for agreeing to be on this podcast. We are just starting. This is a podcast where we delve deep into men and mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, people see. I was talking to my daughter just a few minutes ago as we were coming, and sorry, somewhere near a road, and I was telling her, for this Father's Day, I'll buy them gifts as a father. And then she was shocked. No, we're supposed to buy you. But you know, that's how it works.
Yeah.
For the father is always like on the receiving end. Oh, Valentine's Day, buy. Christmas Day, buy us gifts. So men are very crucial in the society. And this man was a good man. My earliest memories of Dad was him coming from the house. We used to live somewhere in Milimani. We call Adosi, Milimani. The headquarters for the KMTC Nakuru were domiciled. And in our house, when you come from the house, there used to be a small flight of stairs where he parked his car. And we'll talk about that spot sometimes. I'll tell you about that spot. That was a prime spot. And so my earliest memory of Dad was him seeing him coming from the house and then going and leaning on the flight of stairs and then tying his shoes. Tie his shoes, then tie his other shoe, and then he was gone. And then he used to be gone for like the whole day. Come back at almost 9, have his supper, then it's bedtime. No much of interactions. So those were my first memories. And I remember one day I asked Mom, Dad ameenda wapi? So she told me, Dad ameenda kutafuta pesa. Anatafuta pesa wapi? Anatafuta pesa huko MTC. So one day tulikuwa na my friends, we went until huko ilikuwa nakaa mbali.
MTC.
Do you know, like when you were small, places zilikuwa zinakaa mbali sana.
Mbali. 100 meters ni mbali.
Ilikuwa nakaa mbali tukaenda hadi huko. So nikaenda nikaonyesha, so tukaambia huko ndo MTC. So I started looking down when I would see some money. Because now my dad has gone to look for money, man. So he's like down looking for money. Those were my earliest moments with my dad, memories. And the best memories was Dad taking us to church, because Dad introduced us to Sunday school on a very, very early age. So every Sunday, we used to drive all the way from Milimani to down to Langalanga, the whole of Kano Street, then Langalanga Full Gospel Church, where Pastor Joseph Mwangi alikuwa anatoa neno na njia nyingine amazing sana. Alikuwa anahubiri. I remember hata nishaokoka huko kama mara 15. And then after, he was a good man. He was I think Joseph Mwangi was God sent. And I always remember that man. Because he, in some way, of all the pastors, I can say here without fear of what? Fear of what? Of being judged. Of contradiction. Pastor Joseph Mwangi impacted my spiritual life in a very big way. Even before the other pastors that came to my life, all of them, the first was Pastor Joseph Mwangi. And then after Pastor Joseph Mwangi preached, Mzee wa Kanisa would come. So preaching Joseph ingeisha 1. And then Mzee wa Kanisa would come and decipher the message for another 1 hour. And so we were so angry. By the time we were coming from there, our dad would pass us by his friend Ndome, Mr. Ndome, God rest his soul in peace. Also, he passed on. And he would buy for us mandazi, a whole bag of mandazis for everyone. So we would chew the mandazis as we go home to prepare for lunch. So that is just like some few memories I have of our dad. Peter, what memories, what makes you remember Dad?
Me, I can say that I remember Dad from my younger years in school. I used to be a very bright student. Bright people from class 1 to class 3.
Yeah.
To come position 1. So what I can remember is my dad promising me a ball.
Yeah.
A football.
A football. Yeah.
And I would work hard.
Yeah.
So for 3 years, I was the leading student.
Number 1.
Leading people in my class.
Oh my
position
God.
1. I was also gifted.
Yeah.
I'd been gifted 3 times books. You see exercise. Number 1, kuja.
Yeah.
Given an exercise book.
Yeah.
So me, how I can remember Dad is that he used to promise me, nitakubaia mpira. Ukikuja number 1, nitakubaia mpira. So it reached a time when nikashindwa,
this football is not forthcoming.
It's not forthcoming. So that's how I can remember. The other thing is, he had a unique way of coming home.
Yeah.
I don't think if you can remember.
Yeah.
He had a unique way.
Yeah.
Well, when you are watching TV, you could hear.
Yeah.
Na hakuna mwingine angefanya hivyo.
On the door.
On the door.
Yeah. It was very unique.
Because you always locked the door.
Yeah.
From inside. Tuna lock pale.
Yeah.
So angekuja tu.
So alikuwa anaifanya.
Others will come and knock. Even mom when he comes, when she comes from wherever she's coming from, she will come and knock. But Dad had a very unique way.
You know that is him.
Now, mind you, you are told not to watch the TV.
Don't watch the TV. Yeah, and so he has come.
When you hear that, kila mtu,
then we switch off the TV and then you run.
And then you run. So those are the fond memories.
And he had a way of knowing that mlikuwa mnawatch. When he comes to the living room, he goes to the TV and then does this. So mlikuwa mnaangalia TV.
Haikuwa kama hizi TV za siku hizi ati ni smart wezi jua.
Still cool. Zilikuwa na tumbo.
Naitwa sijui sketcher what, helper sketcher ile tumbo kubwa. So alikuwa tu anaguza anajua. So that's how I remember my dad.
But also Peter sao akikuja, so alikuwa na here 2 parking spots. He could either park nyuma,
pale nyuma,
ama mbele. Na mbele nilimwambia kulikuwa na story. Our neighbor, they used to fight for that parking spot. Hiyo parking spot ilileta shida. Because kulikuwa either upark mbele na mwingine nyuma. So sijui, they used to fight for that parking spot. I think story za kufightia parking spot ijaanza leo. Ni za kitambo.
Ilikuwa prime
parking spot. Lakini akuja from nyuma, Dad used to come and he used to race his car. You know, it's a manual cars. I don't know why he felt that the need for racing.
For revving.
Revving, yeah. Then you wanna switch off. That way also bado tungejua amekama.
Ungejua amekuja.
So for me, akikuja, as a firstborn, unajua sasa, I wanted to interact with my dad. And when he comes to, the first thing he sits down is he now sasa anafungua TV officially. And me sasa sema dad, mbona dada anakaa peke yake? Wacha niende nikae naye. So I think in some way I felt like I need to sit with this man and
used to sit beside him.
So some of the programs, if my viewer, you can, any viewer there outside there, kama unajua professional view, you know mkono.
Naitwa nani that nini? That famous nini?
I can't remember him, but the program is professional view na kulikuwa na press conference. Oh my God, those programs. Sitaki kusema wenyewe zilikuwa boring lakini sijui. So we'd listen there and see. So now today we're discussing blah 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 blah. Then the news. The news of course was always about Mtukufu Rais Daniel Arap Moi blah blah blah. And then Mtukufu Rais Daniel Arap Moi, then Mtukufu Rais from until almost hata weather Mtukufu Rais angetajwa. Anyway, those were the days of Moi. And I remember one day we did something. Since you're talking about memories, it was during campaign, and we went to an aspiring MP. Huko juu. Sitataja jina yake.
Marehemu.
Nilipanda huko juu. So huko juu ilikuwa ni kukula mikate na masoda na wazee, big adults are being given money. And things that were being given to everybody was posters of His Excellency. So of course everybody was fighting for posters. I don't know why. So us guys, we took posters, and me with my innocence, I went to the living room and posted the poster of the then President Daniel Arap Moi, who was now wanted to come back into power. Oh my God, you cannot believe the beating that I was given. I was given the thrashing of my life. And the following day, my dad took me to the DP offices and forced me to be a member of DP. Because that time is now the late President Mwai Kibaki who wanted now to come into power.
Was in the opposition.
That was his first. That was his first stint where he went with Mwai Kibaki, Matiba, and Moi, and of course Moi floored them. That's a memory. So my dad gave me a thrashing, and I did innocently by posting the picture of the late president in the living room, and I didn't know, but my dad was like, "What is this? Do you have any more memories?"
I can see the memories.
Yeah.
Dad, as you started, you said that he was a very military. He had a very strict. He was for discipline, but I can say our dad loved us so much because me, I can remember the good memories. He used to come with newspaper on this side, 2 kilos of meat.
Oh my God, that was the best. That was the best. That will always be etched in my mind. Yeah.
Alafu pia alikuwa anatuletea pia ile mkate ile mrefu
ile.
And then blue band and jam.
Yeah.
We never took bread at vile watu wanakula siku hizi ati utakula tu mkate na chai. That mkate imepakwa pande zote mbili, pande moja blue band, pande nyingine jam. So we used to love that very much. Sometimes ameleta mkate, tumepika chapati. So asubuhi tuko na
tuko sorted.
Hakuna ile kibora ya nini ati mnakula ugali ya jana. No, ugali tunaachana nayo. So I can say our dad really loved us, even though he was strict. He used to mind us very much.
Talking about meat, man, meat was a delicacy that was very rare. And so on the nights that Dad came with meat, that was an amazing night, man. And I can also remember that because, of course, madhe metulea na ugali. I can tell you the recipe for mom. It's either ugali sukuma wiki, ugali spinach,
ugali cabbage,
ugali beans, ugali meat on those rare occasions, ugali eggs, ugali maziwa mala, ugali what's it called? Wacha kamande inaitwaje?
Nini? Jahe ama?
So hiyo nyingine. Kamande, jahe. Dengu.
Ugali
ndengu.
Green grams.
Yeah, so we used to have a garden outside the house. Gardens, everybody. Back then in Milimani medical staff quarters, every family had a back. Whereby we just planted.
I remember
Yeah.
Parking spots zake zote tulikuwa na shamba. Pale juu tuko na
shamba pande
bado tuko na shamba.
Yeah. And so yeah, Dad, I can remember, so we were never hungry. We never slept. Not a day in my whole life, even until my dad passed on. Not a day did we go to bed hungry. So as a man, he provided food. Not a day in my whole life was I ever chased from school.
No.
But there's one thing my dad did. There's a time I was in high school. I was in high school at Loreto, and so we said, mazee hapana, hatuwezi kuwa tunanuka magoti hivi. So hatuwezi vaa vinyasa hivi. Tuna strike. So if we strike, we want trousers. Other schools are putting on trousers. Tuna strike.
Mimi mnavaa.
So wazazi wakaitwa. Sema sasa, your boys, they have now decided to strike because of what? And my sister alikuwa hataki. Sister, she's called Sister Margarita.
So Sister Wanja alikuja
baadaye. Sisi ulikuwa
Sister Margarita,
the inaugural ile first Loreto Nakuru school mzungu with Sister Liz. Alisema hapana, no, ambai trousers. Mkiva trousers mtaanza kujisikia kama nini wali. So when Dad came, the meeting was there between the students and the parents are there and the teachers. So my dad said, kwanza mimi ningependa kuongea. So this is my son, kuja hapa. So kwanza nikasondekwa kofi moja mzuri sana. ya umeme. Nikasema hii mambo mimi sikubaliani na sioni kwa nini kijana wangu wako hapa. Kwa hivyo hiyo tumekataa.
So he was for the teachers.
So mwalimu akasema kama mzazi wako amekubali wewe vaa trouser. Kama mzazi wako amekataa
endelea kuvaa kinyasa.
So mimi as the other boys were putting on trousers, mimi nikaendelea for like a whole term or two. Na kinyasa na magoti zangu hapo by then we were growing, we were teenagers growing. So we were skinny.
Skinny and very tall.
Yeah, very tall, and something that used to really protrude was the knee, the kneecap. The kneecap used to be very embarrassing. So that's what I can remember. So he was a disciplinarian, and he gave me a slap, and I've never answered my dad. Like I'm wondering today's generation.
Yeah.
They have the audacity to answer their father or their mother. My dad's word was low. And that's how we came as a Gen X. And I know you're a millennial. Are you a Gen X or a millennial?
I'm a Gen X, boy.
Gen X?
Gen X from which year?
We'll check that later. I thought you were a millennial.
Millennials in, I think, 1990s. Huh? Millennials, I think it's 1990.
Me as a Gen X, we were straightened by our parents. My dad never beat me. Alinipiga mara kama 2. Lakini hiyo kichapa ya mzae ilikuwa nikaa ya kuniua, man. So Gen X.
Gen X.
Alinipiga na waya ya stima na mangumi. So mom beat me a lot of times, but of all the times my mom beat me, I cannot never equate to what my dad gave me. Hiyo kofi ilikuwa tu ni kionjo. Kuna kivita alinipiga siku moja. And so that's part of the memory. You have any other memories? I have at least 2 more that I can use, so you can close this show.
So me, I can say that before he died, tulianza kubond. We bonded because I think when nipata job na nikapata loan, na nikapea my brother the amount.
The amount.
He
I remember.
He really felt bad because aliona nikama this is my son and he can't even confide with me on how to advise him how to use this money.
Use the money,
So mimi nilipoenda nirudi nikaona it was bad, it was not good. So wakati alianza hii ya shamba, what I did, nilimwambia you do this, where you just take I gave him my title deed. Nikamwambia you just sell this land,
yeah.
and then sort your issues. Then we'll come to discuss later.
Okay.
And that's how we tulianza ku. And that's why he used to call me when he was sick. He used to call me, ambieni Peter akuje. Na mimi na rush. So I can say the last days we really bonded with that. And that was good.
That was good.
That was good. That was really good because him resting and knowing that at least he has mended some
wrongs.
It was good. For me, I felt good.
Yeah, man, you know, like, so I've talked about this about my dad. Never used really to talk a lot. Tungetoka, na ujia mzee ndio alifundisha kudrive gari. Na hiyo 404. I learned to drive with a Peugeot 404 manual half gear. That 4-speed.
4-speed, yeah.
And then he used to be a very strict man. Na hiyo gari yake. Nakumbuka kuna time alipo by KYZ. Alikuwa anaficha hizo fungujo, alijua vijana wake sasa wameanza kujua kudrive, watachukua gari waende. It was a good thing. I used to live to our sister, elder sister, the mwenye ananifuata. Shika hiyo funguo na mtu asichukue hiyo funguo. Sasa nilikuwa nasikia nimejam na. Pote gari tu nipige round moja hapa.
Wacha kifunguo tu.
But mimi niambia na mzae hii funguo. So used to come from so we had now moved from KMTC. He bought the piece of land at free area Keratina. So every day, so now I've finished high school. I have to go to town to hustle huko tao. So huwezi kaa kwa nyumba. So nikienda asubuhi mbia twende. Mara moja unazoona amenipatia gari, aendesha. Lakini hiyo gari hata sio utakuwa unaendesha. Mimi naendesha. Wewe ndio uko kwa steering lakini
I remember
so unaendesha aje. But one thing that was really synonymous and really common with that is that we could come from the house to town without uttering one word. So that thing used to disturb me a lot. Why are we not talking, man? We're not talking. We are quiet. So mimi ilikuwa inanisumbua. But in his latter days, when he was going to, he knew he was about to die, he talked about that. When we say madhugumudo. Madhugumudo means conversations. And that's what you're having here.
That's what
you're having conversations. Conversations, communication, talking. Because otherwise, you stay, you're in a family, you're not talking, but everybody is just doing their own thing. So we are suppressed. And then when something happens, it just blows out of proportion.
True.
So before he died, Dad even told me, man, the one thing you need to take care is your relationships. And that's another thing, this conversation and relationships, because you realize now when you're born and you're out there in the world and I have a relationship with you, I have a relationship with my brother. There's a movie I watched, a series. It's called what? What is it called? The one with the dad and his sons, and they are in a recording family. He had 3 sons. One of the sons was gay. Empire.
Empire.
Empire. Go watch Empire and watch the first son.
Empire is this way, the black series.
Yeah,
blacks.
It's blacks. Yeah.
Okay.
There's some whites.
Taraji P. Henson.
Taraji P. Henson. Yeah. And that other brownish guy. I can't remember his name. Empire. Go watch the first son. They all had different nini. They all had different. The first son was wanted to run the empire from his dad, lakini budake hakuwa imkubalia. Then there was a second son. The second son was gay. Na budake hakuwa anampenda, lakini mamake alikuwa anampenda sana. The third born, now ndio budake alikuwa anampenda sana. Juu alifuata into his footsteps. Na budake alikuwa naimba, alikuwa na record, alikuwa anafanya vile kitu. And that's what happens with fathers. Fathers, we always imagine that we're gonna have our photocopy. If I give birth to a son, then I'm a lawyer, then the son is gonna be a lawyer.
Yeah, true.
So, but we're talking about conversations and relationships.
Yeah.
I have a relationship with you. I also have a relationship with our sister, Mary. I have a relationship with, and you have a relationship with her. So, your relationship with her is not my relationship with her. That's different, Kabsa.
That's
so
different, yeah.
It's upon you to mend that relationship. And I think that is what Dad was trying to bring out before he passed on. Take care of conversations and take care of relationships. So if there's anything that you're going to come out of this podcast today with, is conversations and relationships. And that's what we are growing in this, in aspects, in relation to the band. So, Peter, if you have anything else to add, you can add one more thing.
Maybe I can say that while Dad passing, he passed thinking that maybe he didn't do enough. Maybe there was a failure somewhere, and he was trying to mend it. Our dad loved us, and he showed tough love. You know, tough love is that one of discipline. Tough love. So, I think while he was saying that madungumzo, you know, even in his last days, he used to say that what was ngumze.
What was ngumze?
What was ngumze? Because maybe that's a part that maybe he never fulfilled. Because you could have loved that all of us, we go to Nakuru, we have a sit down, we talk. And I think we had 2-3 meetings before he passed.
We did.
So maybe he thought maybe I didn't do enough, but I wanted to do more. So all I can say is that we should continue. We should do more and keep the legacy. That's all I can say.
I think that's a good way to stop it, because I was doing a program called Man Enough. And Man Enough, because naambio a man takes initiative. Number 2, a man lives responsibly. Number 3, a man loves sacrificially. Number 4, this is number 4. Oh my God. When you say Man Enough,
providing.
No, so the last one is a man lives a worthwhile legacy. So we are living it at that. So men, we are trying to live a legacy. And legacy is sio Subaru legacy. Subaru legacy ni gari mzuri sana ya kuacha, lakini legacy is what did you do when you are alive? And Dad left us a legacy. That's why we are sitting here. That's why we are not rotting in somewhere in a cell. Because Dad straightened us up. And so, with that, guys, I want to end it here. Please check up on a man. Check whether they are okay. So some men are going through hard stuff and are going through pain. But the way we were told when you were growing up is mwanaume ni kujikaza. Mwanaume ni kujikaza. Remember, it's okay not to be okay. And learn the art of figuring it out. Just figure it out. Whatever is disturbing your mind, just learn how to figure it out. You can figure it out. And without much said, I want to say goodbye. Remember to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification. Till next time, bye-bye.
Becoming Papii.